hope you're doing well today, and I hope your day is going great. If not, that is totally fine. Welcome to the Early Bird Weekly Podcast, where we talk about birds. I'm Ratiksha Satish Kumar, and in today's episode, we are going to be talking about the blue jay. We will look into some interesting facts about the blue jay, and sometimes go off track with what's happening outside my window. I have my friend Tyler here with me today, and he's going to be a part of today's episode. And he actually requested me to do a Blue Jay episode a few weeks ago, and now here we are. Tyler, are you excited to learn about Blue Jays today?
Yes, very much. I've been waiting for this episode.
Great. What fascinates you most about Blue Jays?
It would have to be their vibrant blue color.
That's amazing. Yeah, I do like their very vibrant blue color.
The blue jay, Sansita cristata, is a passerine bird in the family Corvidae, native to eastern North America. The name jay derives from the bird's noisy, garrulous nature and has been applied to other birds of the same family, which are also mostly gregarious. Jays are also called jaybirds.
In the last episode, we saw the Canada jay, which was also a passerine bird and from the family Corvidae. If you did not watch that episode, you can check it out anytime. But just as a refresher, a passerine bird is any bird that belongs to the order Passeriformes, which is the largest order of birds, comprising more than half of all known bird species and representing approximately 60% of all birds. This order includes a vast diversity of birds, such as larks, swallows, jays, crows, wrens, thrushes, cardinals, finches, sparrows, and blackbirds.
Blue jays have made it to the chatterboxes collection, along with the Australian grey parrot, budgerigar, cockatiel, and many other birds. You might wonder why they are called chatterboxes, but the term says it all. These birds can speak. At least they have the potential to learn to speak.
Blue jays are noisy, bold, and aggressive birds. They're highly curious and considered intelligent. They can make a large variety of sounds, and individuals may vary perceptibly in their calling style. Like other corvids, they may learn to mimic human speech. Blue jays can also copy the cries of local hawks so well that it is sometimes difficult to tell which it is.
Their most commonly recognized sound is the alarm call, which is a loud, almost gull-like scream. There is also a high-pitched jayer call that increases in speed as the bird becomes more agitated. Blue jays will use these calls to band together to mob potential predators such as hawks and drive them away from the jay's nest.
And this is how a blue jay sounds. Blue jays occur from southern Canada and throughout the eastern and central United States, south to Florida and northeastern Texas. They reside throughout most of the eastern and central United States, although western populations may migrate south. Blue jays live in a variety of habitats within their large range, from the pine woods of Florida to the spruce fir forests of northern Ontario. They prefer mixed woodlands and oaks and beaches. These birds have also adapted to human activity and can often be seen in parks and residential areas.
They are very territorial and will chase others from a feeder for an easier meal. Additionally, blue jays may raid other birds' nests, stealing eggs and chicks. When they are alarmed or angry, the blue crest atop their head will rise, and it will lower when the birds are relaxed or calm. Blue jays have strong black bills, which they use for cracking nuts, usually while holding them with their feet, and for eating corn, grains, and seeds. They feed both on the ground and in trees, and will sometimes catch food to eat later.
Much about the migratory behavior of blue jays remains a mystery. Some are present throughout winter in all parts of their range, while the northernmost populations are migratory. Blue jays usually migrate during the day, in loose flocks of 5 to 250 birds. Young birds may be more likely to migrate than adults, but many adults also migrate. Some individuals migrate south one year, stay north the next winter, and then migrate south again the next year.
I do see a lot of blue jays around here, as we are surrounded by trees and woods. Sometimes I see broken nuts fallen down, and I wonder if it's a blue jay or a squirrel, but I guess we'll never know.
So dark outside. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of blue jays around here. I'd see them when I walk or sometimes when I look out my window in the morning. Their call is also quite distinguishable. I really love their bird song, especially early in the morning. Okay, we're getting a little bit off track here, but that's fine. Now moving on with their nesting habitats, blue jays form monogamous pair bonds for their life. I thought you were saying that for real! Okay, blue jays form monogamous pair bonds for life. The breeding season begins in mid-March, peaks in mid-April to May, and extends into July. Blue jays are not very picky about nesting locations. If no suitable tree or large bush, they will even use places like large mailboxes or occupied nests of some other mid-sized songbirds, as long as these places are in suitable spots.
The nest is usually built at a height in the trees of 3 to 10 meters. It is a cup-shaped and composed of twigs, small roots, bark strips, moss, other plant material, cloth, paper, and feathers, with occasional mud added to.
Both sexes build a nest and rear the young, though only the female broods them. The male feeds the female while she is brooding the eggs. There are usually between 3 and 6 eggs laid and incubated over 16 to 18 days. The chicks are altricial. They are hatched naked, helpless, and with their eyes closed. Opposite of altricial is precocial birds that are born with their eyes open and do not require much parental care.
The young usually fledge between 17 to 21 days after hatching and may remain with their parents for 1 to 2 months. They become reproductively mature after 1 year of age.
One thing that is great about blue jays is that they have no major population threats. Their population is stable and they are of least concern, so I feel very happy about that.
According to the What Bird resource, the total population size of the blue jay is 22 million birds. According to the All About Birds resource, the total breeding population size of the species is around 13 million individuals.
The ecological niche of blue jays is pretty similar to other birds. So the ecological niche kind of means that their role in the environment. So blue jays often hide seeds and nuts for later use, so they cache their food. They burrow them into the soil and sometimes forget about them, unlike Canada jays that remember up to 1,000 caches.
But in this case, it's a good thing they forget, because it helps disperse seeds throughout their ecosystem.
That's true. Lastly here, we have some cool facts about blue jays. So fact number 1, the blue jay's coloration does not actually come from the pigments, but is the result of the internal structure of the feathers. If a blue feather is crushed, the blue disappears because the structure is destroyed. So this is actually really cool and is referred to as structural coloration. So that's our fact number 1. Now moving on to fact number 2.
Blue jays are highly curious and intelligent birds. Young birds often playfully snatch brightly colored or reflective objects, such as bottle caps or pieces of aluminum foil, and carry them around until they lose interest. In captivity, blue jays have been observed using strips of newspaper as tools to obtain food, while captive fledglings have been observed attempting to open the doors of their cages. Blue jays also have quiet, almost subliminal calls, which they use among themselves in proximity.
And one of the most distinctive calls of this type is often referred to as the rusty pump, as it resembles the sound of an old hand-operated water pump. So as we saw, these birds have made it into the Chatterboxes collection, not just because they can speak, but also because they can do a variety of different sounds, such as, the one that we learned right now.
Fact number 4. Blue jays differ from most other songbirds in using their call as a song.
The vocalization most often considered a song is the whisper song, a soft, quiet series of clicks, chucks, whirs, whines, liquid notes, and elements of other calls. A singing bout can last longer than 2 minutes. So here we can see that the blue jay has a wide variety of vocalizations that make up the whisper song, which is totally just amazing to learn about. So we can see that these blue jays, even though they're common, they have so many amazing features and cool facts about them. So, we can never underestimate a species. If we learn more about them, we often tend to find out so many amazing and unusual things about them.
Fact number 5. In the old African American folklore of the southern United States, the blue jay was a significant metaphysical creature. In some tales, this bird was credited with making the earth.
So the blue jay's scientific name is Cyanocida cristata, but I couldn't find anything for how the name was derived, so let's just leave it at that. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I certainly did, and I bet Tyler did too. Tyler, what do you think about blue jays now?
Well, they're definitely amazing creatures with a large backstory. I mean, like, all of these stories and, like, all of their, like, interesting habits. It's really interesting. This episode totally changed how I think about blue jays. At first, I was kind of interested to learn about them, but didn't really think they'd have so much to them. But now I realize how unique and intelligent they are. So now every time I see a blue jay, I'll be able to recall what I learned about them.
That's amazing, Tyler. I'm glad you enjoyed today's episode, and thank you so much for being a part of it. And that brings us to the end of this early bird episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed learning about the blue jay. Tune into my episode this week when we will be chatting about another cool bird. And don't forget to follow this podcast on social media. If you would like to message me on Instagram, the username is early_bird_weekly_podcast. Or if you'd like to send me an email, you can send it to earlybirdweeklypodcast@gmail.com. Feel free to ask any questions or give feedback. I'm open to any suggestions for future episodes as well. If you liked this episode, you can share this to your family and friends. That is always very helpful. Or feel free to leave a review on Apple Podcasts or a rating on Spotify. Thanks again for listening. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Stop!